Okay, this is my lap of Autopolis, which has got me a couple of pole positions in Class A. It's not a perfect lap, there's a few places I can gain some time, but I'll sort of talk through the lap. So coming down into turn 1, my eyes are over to the left. This orange piece of barrier just after the 100-metre sign, that's where I'm going to start braking, and it's very important that I don't just pile on the brakes. I need to be very gradual, because if I slam the brakes on, the nose of the car is going to pitch down, and I'm going to lose a load of downforce. So I want to maintain that downforce into the apex of the corner. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to ease off the brakes just slightly. So you see there, I'm now neither on the brake nor the accelerator, down at the bottom of the screen. And then heavy braking, and I just ease off the brake here just because I want to feed the car into the apex a bit better. So there we are, I'm now on the apex. I'm neither accelerating nor braking, I'm just waiting for the front end to bite, and then I'm on full power. Maximise the width of the track and minimise the amount of distance travelled to the inside there. Now the next braking point that I'm looking for is this little path on the left just after the 100-metre board, and I want to just go down a couple of gears from there and gently feed the car into the apex. And again, the same sort of thing, that if I jump on the brakes here, I'm just going to either lock them slightly or I'm going to pitch the car forwards. So I want to maintain the pitch of the car so that the nose goes into the corner nice and sharp. And there you go, you see that little sort of dab there before we went onto the brakes. And I'm just going to ride the brakes now, gently easing off them as I turn into the corner, early into third gear, and I'm going to hug the inside and down into second gear to try and get the nose into this second apex. And short shift into third to gain traction on the exit, and straight down into first. So where I was braking there, just let's rewind ever so slightly. We can only go back 10 seconds, so let's actually just watch this section again then, at full speed. So you see I'm short shifting there, or downshifting and then short shifting back, and I'm braking where this piece of rumble strip ends, and I'm pointing the nose straight at the corner, and this is as hard braking as possible. Now, there was a slight loss of time here. You see I'm now drifting away from that apex of the corner, which is a little too early. It's going to compromise my exit speed. And you see there, I wasn't able to go on full throttle because I'm still drifting out wide. But now I'm on full throttle. And this is the corner I've been struggling with the most. This is where I will lose some lap time. So you kind of want to just ease off the accelerator and don't really brake, but I've not really been feeling the car through here, so I think I do dab the brakes slightly. And yes, you can see just there's a small trace of brake. And I've really been struggling to get on the power early here. There's people getting on the power sort of 20 metres before me, which makes a couple of tenths difference by the time you're at the end of this straight. So the next corner is a hairpin, and we're going to be braking at that left turn board, and you kind of want to try and be braking between the left turn and the 50-metre board. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get on the brakes but then just moderate them. So now I'm fully braking, and now you see I'm just lifting off that brake ever so slightly instinctively because I realise that I'm at risk of going too deep into the corner. And I steer the car onto this curb, onto this little piece of inlay on the curb, into second gear, short shift, and on the power as soon as I can, down this hill. Now we're going downhill. I'm going to hold fourth gear. I don't want to be going into fifth because then it's an extra gear I've got to shift down during the corner. That's going to unsettle the car. So where I'm aiming to brake here is there's actually a telephone mast on the inside of the circuit on the right-hand side. And you can see it just there, next to the railing on the right-hand side. That's roughly where I'm aiming to brake. I actually brake a bit early because I was having a really good lap and I didn't want to risk anything. So I brake a bit early, and then I'm down into third gear and letting the car run wide. I'm on the power as early as possible, and then just here, you've just got to play with the throttle and keep the car on the inside of the track. So I'm just dabbing off the throttle and back on. Straighten the car up and then dab the inside again. And now for this corner, everything starts to happen really quick here, so there's not much time to explain. But what I'm going to try and do is the car is going to try and keep going in a straight line here, and the way to stop that isn't to brake, because the more you brake, the more you go in a straight line. It's to shift down into first gear. So I do that here. And at this point, the car is now gripping towards the inside of the corner. I've gone straight back into second. Keep to the inside, straight line it, power. I short shifted just to maintain traction because I didn't want wheel spin going into this next corner. And again, so I'm just going to ease off the throttle. I'm not using the full width of the track, which is one area I could improve here. You see I'm leaving, say, maybe a couple of meters there, but maybe just a meter, which is just going to impact how quickly I can take this corner. But I'm just easing off and then full power again as soon as I feel like I can. And then I've just dipped to the left slightly, hold it into the inside, and just be patient here and on the power now. And it should go over the line okay. And here we are. It didn't actually tell you there, but it's a 146.36. So I'm just going to rewind the full lap. I'm going to play it again. This time we're going to go from the camera that I use when I'm driving, which is this one here. This is the view that I've been using. And here we go. See the short shift and then the shift again into third and down a gear and back into the third again. So I'm just playing with the gears to try and steer the car. That's where I went a bit wide there. You can sort of feel it, that I wasn't quite on the power as I should have been. And you'll see the fight through this corner now as I play this in full speed. You see, like, I'm having to have multiple goes at the accelerator, and then it's very late when I'm on full power. I think I got this corner really well, actually. This felt good. And short shift into second and on the power, that was really smooth. I felt good with that. And then this is where I'm just braking, say, like 20 meters too early down here. And just hold that inside. Down into first, back into second. Straight line this. Maybe you should take less curb on that corner. I don't know. But if you're watching this and you can tell me where to improve my lap time, let me know. I'm all ears. I do study many laps, and I study some of the top drivers to try and do these times. And just as a reference, the world record time is a 1:44.1. So I am 2 seconds off the world record. And I'm about 1 second off most of the sort of professional YouTubers out there. So I'm hoping to gain that second by practicing throughout the next day, and I need to experiment a little bit more and try and find that grip, especially in that fast corner out the back part of the circuit. And I think I'm maybe losing a bit of time in the final sector just by not pushing the car hard enough. So we'll see if whether we can gain that time tomorrow and whether we can have some good live racing. Join me tomorrow to check out my live racing. I'll be playing around sort of Saturday evening time. Have a good day and thanks for watching.